So some of the things suggested, such as paper reduction and other individually consumer-based environmental strategies that have been largely discussed here tonight, have been deemed by some infamous Canadian punk bands such as Propagandhi as rocking for sustainable capitalism. What I'd like to know is how you plan to integrate your role as environmental commissioners with some of the larger scale projects that Trent's potentially about to embark on, such as the hydroelectric project here in this area, such as the new development on the Toronto waterfront, the extension of Trent campus on Toronto's waterfront, as well as building solidarity campaigns with folks like the Algonquin First Nation community at Charlotte Lake.
I'm going to cut you off before you start. Okay, we'll start with Robyn.
Okay. Issues like this are extremely important, issues that go outside the Trent community, and I fully recognize that, and already in my role with Sustainable Trent, I've been trying to promote that within the group. Just getting the word out, basically, about different events that are going on. For instance, the rally that's happening for the Algonquin First Nations this Saturday. I've been actively promoting that within the group, trying to get people to come out to that. Basically, just spreading the word. We also have linkages with a lot of different provincial organizations.
Sorry, I have to cut you off there.
We'll talk later.
Kyle.
Oh, that's a really expansive question. Unfortunately, I'm of the opinion that you have to sort of clean up your own backyard before you start cleaning up other people's backyards. There are issues at Trent that has to be fixed. Again, it's, you know, like, there's materials at Trent that we can recycle that we're not recycling, like styrofoam and electronics. There is issue with like water consumption and energy consumption. I think we have to focus there. It's one of these things where once we get our house in order, we don't look like hypocrites trying to help other people.
Okay, Katie?
I think that's a really great question. I myself need to be a little bit more educated on that, but I think awareness is a huge. I would love to be on any kind of committees or involved. Maybe Robyn and I can speak about this later. Yeah, awareness is huge. Just so that everybody knows it can get the word out and spread the word.
Okay, and James?
I guess with regards to the first two questions, I really don't know a lot about those issues, so I'd certainly like to learn more about them. With the third one, I see that more as an issue of Indigenous rights than an environmental issue. Nuclear power is a very important source of sustainable energy. It is now, it always has been. We need nuclear energy, so the answer is no. To answer your broader question, I'm very interested in the intersection between economics and environmentalism. And what I'm proposing to do right here at Trent is try and integrate, change the process.
Okay, another question for...
Involved environmental impact of creating new plastic dispensers, installing them, and continue transportation of water to campus. And for the other candidates, what ways could you think of to make water that's already available from units easier and more appealing for people to drink?
Should we repeat? Did everybody hear that?
Could you please stand up and repeat that for us? Thanks.
Sorry, I'll try and be faster. Have you thought about the environmental impact that installing new and probably plastic water dispensers on campus? You implied that there could be up to hundreds of them every public space, as well as the transportation of outside water onto campus. And when there's lots of easier solutions like filters and stuff that might make water that's already there more appealing for people to drink.
Okay, is that better? Okay, this time we'll start with James.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have considered the environmental impact, and the other night I was asking about that. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what people's issue is with tap water or with having to walk 5 minutes to tap water. I mean, if there is a real need, well, maybe we can work something out. But I just kind of see this as it's been a non-issue until now, and from a sustainability position, the proposition. Sorry, James, it's a non-starter. I don't know what other options there are because
Sorry, James,
I don't see a problem.
Stop you there. Katie, please.
I think making water fountains a little bit more visible. A lot of people don't know where the water fountains are located. Like expanding the Lugabug would be maybe including aluminum. Sorry, maybe including aluminum water bottles. Yeah, just making maybe installing a few more water fountains around campus.
Okay, sorry. Kyle?
That's a really interesting question. As far as getting access to water, I see no problem with that at this moment. If there's a bathroom which we all have access to, there are taps and the faucets. The issue is the taste, and you really can't fix that. It's Peterborough water. Having said that, as increasing access to water, there are, to my knowledge, 5 water fountains on campus, and 4 of them don't work. One of them's in Bata, Port Pressure, 3 of them's in the science complex area. The only one that works is actually the chemistry building.
Sorry, I have to stop you. Robyn.
Thanks, Kyle. You answered half my question there. The lack of water fountains is pretty sickening, actually, and to change that infrastructurally would be almost impossible. The question that I received Tuesday night was really similar, to which I replied that the ecological impact of having bottled water brought in would be considerably less than the thousands of plastic water bottles floating around campus all day. So in order to make this water more accessible, we would look for locally supplied water bottles to reduce the transportation impact.
Sorry, I have to stop you there. Thank you, candidates.